You guys can just take a seat and then at 7 o'clock they'll call you.
What's that?
Of course.
What'd you get, a dog, cat?
I got me a kitty. She's 7 weeks old.
Oh.
And I put a pair of pearls on her.
Oh my gosh.
I couldn't help
I
myself.
used to have an all gray one at one time. Yeah,
I
that's
love the
beautiful.
Blue Russians. They're like my favorite cat. So, and she was born the day that I went into the hospital for the norovirus. And
Oh.
my mother-in-law's been taking care of her, and I'm just like, finally strong enough to take care of
Hey guys.
another, you know.
Yeah. Well, that's
family.
good. I'm
I
glad.
know.
So you died bottom of the ground too, huh?
So what happened was, I don't make our bed. I'm lazy.
Yeah, that's all right.
And sometimes the comforter goes to the end of the bed and falls on the floor.
Uh-huh.
Okay? And so this is two weeks ago, the Tuesday before Thanksgiving.
Okay.
Steve was down watching sports downstairs, and I was upstairs watching my HGTVs and everything.
Yeah.
And he was gonna be coming upstairs, it's 9:30, I figured I'll straighten the bed a little bit.
Uh-huh.
So I go to straighten it, and my foot catches on the comforter on the floor.
Uh-huh.
So I'm going around the bed, and in the corner of our bedroom, I don't know if you remember, the corner of our bedroom, we've got a bookcase.
Okay.
And it's got like two shelves, but it also has doors on the bottom where we keep our records,
Okay.
our vinyl.
Yeah.
I tripped, I must have slammed, and this just, they didn't give me stitches, they put this medical.
Oh, okay,
and
yeah.
It just fell off the.
So you really nailed it. Okay, yeah.
So I must have hit this on one of the shelves, and I banged my knee into the doors of where the
Yeah.
things are. And it didn't hurt, but the doctor told me, we went to the emergency room, I got a CAT scan, no concussion. I asked them to x-ray my knees, because I have.
Yeah, because you've had them in
Right,
place.
and they said it's fine,
That's good.
but he said it's gonna get all black and blue
Oh, yeah.
as it heals.
Right.
So this is good. Steve got a picture of what it looked like before, and this is what this looks like now. And I know, this is warm, this is actually good, but this has got a lot of fluid in it. I think
Okay.
it's just gonna drain probably, right?
Take a while, yeah.
And it's gonna take what it's gonna take.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't,
Well, I got my new dog, you know. I don't know if you saw that on
No.
video. Okay, well, I got it's 11 months old now,
What
black
kind?
lab. I got it at Ozark. It's a
Did you
purebred,
tell-
it's got
did you-
papers.
Did you tell Steve?
Not yet. And it's a female, her name is Gracie. And my friend Charlie came over to the house last Friday because he was gonna take me to the moose and I was out letting her out. Well, he came to the house and was walking to the backyard. And so, you know, I always call him Daddy to the animals. So I pointed at him and I said to her, I said, there's Daddy. Well, she didn't know who that was, but she took off. And she was towards him. Yes, towards him. Well, so she knocks me over as she takes off. She takes the leash. I nosedive into the dirt and I broke my other glasses. I got the black eye, and then what else did I get? My shoulder is still sore. I mean, I appreciate
When did this
football.
happen?
Last Friday,
Okay.
and I did my knee like yours, and I broke my right toe, my toe, the second one next to my big toe.
And
So.
they don't do anything for broken
No.
toe, do they? They just say, gotta be careful.
So-
Heal on its own.
And she's hyper, and he said, you know, he says, I don't think she's ever worked here. And I said, well, she knows how to sit, that's about it. And you really have to yell sometimes to get her to sit. So then the other day, yesterday, she was trying to go out, and I'm now making her sit at the door, and I'm opening it,
Right, so she has
and
to
I'm
talk.
saying, yeah, you have to stay, and then I'm opening it, and still won't let her go out.
Yeah.
Because she went around the door, and then I hid my.
Your yard's not fenced in either.
No,
is it?
one half is from the neighbors, and the other half isn't, so I don't dare let her off, you know.
How old is she?
She'll be a year at the end of January.
Repetition, that's how they learn.
Yeah.
You just gotta keep repeating it.
Oh,
And she's
yeah.
still a puppy. She's gonna be a puppy for 2 years,
Oh, yeah.
at least.
And they said that, I don't know much about the other owners, they just said that all they knew was that the owner turned her in because they had another dog and they didn't get along. And so I don't think they worked with her much per se, you know.
What made you go with the black lab? Because your other dog was a little dog.
Well, I've always had big dogs.
Oh, okay.
We've had golden retrievers, and we had my Molly was a black lab and boxer mix. I don't know, and I had a couple friends that have had labs.
I didn't know you've always had big dogs.
Yeah, Maxine was the smallest dog I've ever had. But now I'm like, after yesterday, I was like thinking, oh, because that's still swollen and bruised. I'm thinking, maybe I made a mistake, I should have went with a little dog again. But I, you know, it's just that I'm not as strong as I used to be. Yeah, yeah.
You're gonna fall easier.
Oh, yeah, big time. Yeah, and then I found out because I have been off balance and all this weird stuff. I went and had my eyes checked, because I said I thought something was wrong. And they checked my glasses, and I got them at Pearl Vision. And these ones I had got at Pearl Vision about 3 or 4 years ago. They gave me the wrong prescription of my glasses. My bifocals were so low, I was not reading through them. And they said that the prescriptions were messed up. So the eye doctor said it's lucky I didn't really screw up my eyes bad. They were about the same, so now I got new ones coming in. So
Years ago, when I took our youngest one, Gary, to the eye doctor, I went to one of these discount places.
that's what I thought.
And they gave me a prescription, and I had it filled, and immediately he started complaining about bad headaches, really bad headaches.
Yeah.
And I said, well, maybe you're just getting used to the glasses.
Yeah, I know.
He would lay in bed and cry. I mean, it hurt him so bad.
Yeah.
So I went to a different doctor, a different eye doctor, not a discount one,
Yeah.
but an actual optometrist.
Yeah.
And he checked his eyes like 4 or 5 times to make sure that they reversed the prescription.
See, training and everything.
You've got a lot of responsibilities while they were doing conference activities, so I got a lot of rest.
That's good. That's good.
Okay, can we do the pledge, please? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, let's call the meeting to order and do a roll call, please.
Trustee McMahon? Here. Trustee Lacewell? Here. President Bang?
Here.
Trustee G? Trustee Wolford?
Here.
Trustee Pennell?
Here.
Tom Green?
Okay, before we approve the agenda, this isn't on the agenda, but we have to amend the minutes from the business meeting on September 24th because we left out the part in here where we approved the Christmas budget for $350. So we added that in, and it's on the second, it's on the back of the page, number 14. Okay, we authorized $350, so if I could have a motion to approve this amended minutes.
I'll make a motion to approve the amended minutes.
Can I have a second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, thank you. Now, can I have a motion to approve the agenda?
I'll make a motion to approve the agenda.
Can I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Next are the minutes. These are the minutes of the committee meeting on November 12th. Can I have a motion to approve the minutes?
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes.
Can I have a second?
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Okay. Next, we have our bills. I'll go over the list here. We've got the two contracts with Test Inc. for $39.58.33 and $39.58.34. We got water testing for $146, water testing for $100. We got Cordray Brothers for 5 loads of gravel, which had to do with our water main break on Worcester, $19.25. Air gas, a lease renewal on equipment, $208.70. Biscotti Computers, $126. Casey's for fuel, $115.11. KPH for the, that's the solar plant for the wastewater treatment facility, $1149.56. We had work done on the Harvard, on the F-550 Ford, and I'm going to talk a little bit about that when we get down to purchasing a new truck. That was $3752.77. Frontier, $393.90. Frontier, $811.90. Ace Hardware, $19.97. Sickich Accounting, $3106. Barrick Switzer worked on the property demolition at 3rd Street, $87.50. Barrick Switzer for legal services, $38.15. And Hawkins for water chemicals, $368.81. The total is $240,042.89, of which $14,341.88 will come out of the general fund and $97,0101 will come out of water. Are there any questions or comments? Can I have a motion to approve the bills?
I'll make a motion to approve.
Can I have a
the bills.
second?
I'll second it.
Can I have a roll call, please?
Trustee McMahon?
Aye.
Trustee Lacewell?
Aye.
President Bang?
Aye.
Trustee G? Trustee Wolford?
Aye.
Trustee Pennell?
Aye.
Okay. Any public comments? Okay, going on, new business, we don't have any, so the next thing on the list here, in fact, I'm gonna kind of switch this a little bit, because we have those two gentlemen sitting here waiting to get onto this. So I want to talk about the new business that's going to be located at 10759 Route 173. It's going to be called Jay-Z Restaurant. We've got their business application and their liquor application. Everything is in order, but we got a correspondence from Gina Del Rose, which is our zoning officer for Boone County. And I asked if you guys and Gina and I could, and possibly Craig Wilcox, to sit down at my office on Wednesday to go over exactly everything that is going to be required for you to turn
It's
this,
Tuesday, the 17th.
Tuesday, I'm sorry, to turn this into a restaurant. So I would like to table this discussion until we do that, because I don't want you guys going in and spending a whole bunch of money and finding out this isn't gonna work the way you thought it was. There's requirements for parking spaces and all kinds of stuff and waste removal and everything that we need to go over to make sure everybody understands what the rules are, okay? So I really don't wanna vote on this tonight. We'll wait till we get that done and I'll have it at the next meeting. And I'll let everybody know what the results of this meeting were and I'll have Crystal take notes and stuff and we'll get through it then, okay? Does it work? Okay, thank you, okay. Next thing on the agenda is to buy a new truck. I just said we just spent $3,700 to do repairs on the F-550, which is our dump truck. Basically, most of that was front end work, right, Mike?
Yes.
Okay. I asked Mike to be here. Mike Munger is our public works employee, if some of you don't know who he is, all right? And this is the last year of our contract with the township to do our snow removal. So I started in, when we had Mike show up, and we started in some preliminary discussions with the township moving forward. They really don't want to be the primary source of snow removal for the village because the people in the township get mad because those roads aren't done first, and then people in town get mad because those roads aren't done first. So we do have the dump truck, but that's a pretty hefty piece of equipment to be running around town in. And I don't want it to go to Poplar Grove, and I don't want it to go to McChesney Park, and I don't want it to go to Harvard. So if we, and our little Ford Ranger that we bought about 4 years ago died. The transmission went out on it, and it's not worth the money to put into it. So talking to Mike and talking to Brian, who's the road commissioner for the township, we need to get something at least a 250 or 2500 heavy-duty pickup truck, okay? Preferably one that has not been used for plowing. I was told under no circumstances do you want to buy a used plow truck because you end up with nothing but problems. As it is, the truck that we gave the township for the last 4 years, they just replaced the front end on that because they just take a hell of a beating. You got that plow on the front end doing this all the time and running into stuff on the, and it just wreaks havoc with the front ends of these trucks, okay? So, what I'm looking at, I would like Mike to explain a little bit more about exactly what we're looking for.
Right, so we already have a plow at the city public works that's, I believe it's a 8.5, 9-foot plow. So to handle that, rather than buying one with it, a 250 or a 350 truck, and like you said, something that low mileage, something that, it's gonna be able to handle that plow instead of buying another one, a truck plow combo, from somebody. And 350 would probably be right in the ballpark to handle that plow to be a secondary truck for plowing if something happens to the big truck, that it can handle doing all the streets and everything.
Yeah.
But still small enough to be able to run around to go to Harvard, Poplar Grove, and McChesney Park.
Okay, so being that buying a vehicle is kind of an unusual situation, normally I would like to wait and give you guys an extra 2 weeks to digest all the information before we make a decision. But if we find a truck, I want to be able to get it. So what I'm looking for, and if you think I'm wrong, let me know. I was looking for a budget in the range of like $50,000. I think we can find something for that, okay? And I think it would suit our needs. So if I can get somebody to make a motion to approve a $50,000 budget for a truck, I would appreciate it.
And there's not a way of leasing or anything like that?
There's
I
not-
mean, I don't know if they
No,
lease
say
trucks
that
for
again.
that kind of thing. Do places lease trucks where, instead of buying them, I know a lot of people lease
You're not gonna
cars.
lease,
No.
they're not gonna lease you a truck and let you
That's gonna
plow snow
be,
with it.
okay, that's what I
That
wondered, I
because
had no idea.
that's known as a commercial use vehicle.
Okay,
And you can lease a truck, but it's gonna cost you a fortune,
Okay.
okay?
all right.
Am I right?
I believe so, yes.
Okay.
And 50,000 is
Yeah,
not
I
gonna
think
put us,
50,000 will do it.
and
Yeah, okay.
that's not gonna hurt us.
Oh, no, we have One minute, Tom's waving his hand.
Well, I was gonna say, you'll go find the truck or, make the deal on the truck, then we'll come back to the board.
Right.
Next month, next meeting with a resolution authorizing the purchase of X truck for X amount of money from this dealership.
But I want to be
But he
able
wants
to,
to be able to get it.
I want to be able to
Right.
make, I want to be able to make the deal with the dealer and say, I guarantee that we're going to do this, you guys have to approve it. But
Right, so that's why I just asked
Yeah,
if we were,
okay.
it's not gonna hurt us.
Right.
And I'll make a motion.
Well, this is the way I look at this. We've got $1.25 million in our general fund.
Mm-hmm.
That's money that the village can use for anything it wants to. That's,
And this
it's not
is-
restricted.
In that,
We started out with less than half that money 4 years ago,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't want to spend $50,000, but if, we may have
But it's
to go
something we
that
need.
high to find something.
no, it is something.
But yeah, I don't think it's gonna hurt us. We obviously will have to, and we were gonna do it anyhow, is we're going to redo the budget for the end of the year, make sure it's reconciled and balanced, okay? And that will probably require us to pull money in from our reserves to balance the budget, but that's what it's there for.
Okay.
So, and I want our people, our employees, whether it be Crystal or Mike or anybody else, they have the tools that they need to do the job
And to be
properly.
safe. Yeah,
So,
you wanna be safe doing
It's
it.
not fair to put burdens on these guys if they don't have computers or trucks or whatever it is they need to do to get the job done,
Right,
okay? So,
okay, now I'll make a motion
okay,
to
can I have
approve
a
that.
second?
I'll second it.
Can I have a roll call, please?
Sure. Trustee McMahon? Aye. Trustee Lacewell?
Aye.
President Bink?
Aye.
Trustee AG? Trustee Wolford?
Aye.
Trustee Pennell?
Aye.
Sorry for
Okay,
choosing.
thank you. Trustee McMahon, you got anything?
I do not.
Okay, trustee Lacewell?
Nope.
Okay, trustee AG asked me to talk. There's been some instances around town where people are speeding by stopped school buses when kids are getting on and off the school buses. Obviously, anybody who's got a driver's license should know that that's against the law. God forbid you hit a kid, we'll never see you again, okay? So if anybody sees this and they can get a driver, and to get a license plate or take a picture with their phone, if you can get it to us at Village Hall, we will surely turn it over to the Sheriff's Department for further investigation or whatever needs to be done, but this is idiotic and moronic in my opinion. There's no excuse for that. If you gotta get up 5 minutes earlier to go to work so that this doesn't happen, then that's your responsibility to do. Quit hitting the snooze button and get going where you need to go, okay? So please, if you see the school bus stop, that is stop signs out with the lights flashing, please stop, okay? That just goes for everybody, and it doesn't matter if you're on 173 or if you're on County Line Road or Cloud Mist, stop for the school buses, period. End of discussion, okay? Thank you. Trustee Wolfroth, got anything?
No?
Okay, trustee Pennell?
I do not.
All right. Anybody, anything? Yeah?
Would you like to remind people about Saturday?
Oh, yeah, Saturday is our tree lighting ceremony as part of our Christmas in Capron. Lions Club has their model train show, and they're actually auctioning off a very nice vintage train set, if anybody's interested during the show, and they're gonna have food and stuff, and then we're gonna be doing our tree lighting ceremony and pictures with Santa Claus at 5:30, and we'll have refreshments and stuff here, and so everybody's welcome. So 5:30 till whenever we get done, okay? All right. With that, can I have a motion to adjourn?
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Can I have a second?
I'll second it.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, thank you.
Who's got the signature thingy?